So last week, 11.9, Ferenc showed us, I remember, GDPR features plus privacy. We talked about the Net 6, which was shipped, about dropping some TFMs, but I think in the meantime I merged a PR, maybe, we'll see. And today, did someone accept? Someone? Yeah, Chinese. Good. Today, demos. No demos. Do I have one? I don't think. Demos. No demos. Topics. First, if you have any topics, questions, we can add them. Status on Orchard 1. I'm not sure anything has been done. I didn't see notification. And nothing has been done on Orchard 1. Orchard Core. Some things have been done. So last week was the 9. So 9. Name. During the meeting, Antoine fixed up things. MKDocs updates, Monaco updates, and I believe another one here. Update YesSql after the meeting, the day after, 2 days after. Okay, so yes, so that's new. So this one is important because this one works with just updates here, checking the file I changed. 6 YesSql. This is a breaking change. This is a new thing for the custom filters that we use in audit trail and contents admin menu. And I saw that, I fixed it. Okay, so this one is important because it contains updates for the drivers. So MySQL connector 2.0, NPG-SQL 6.0, Microsoft Data SQLite 6.0, and I don't think the SQL client was changed. And so that, what's important here is that the NPG-SQL 6.0 has breaking changes in terms of date and time serialization. It supports the new 6.0 formats, or sorry, types, which are date, and the other one, which is time, which are new in Net 6, but we don't use them, so it should not change for us. What changes is that the breaking change in the way it handles timestamps and date time storage, and the type of column that it stores them into. And there might, now I think about it, it might break some things. We have to check, but there is, or maybe not, maybe because we just store date time, it should be fine. But for datetime offset, we can store it in timestamp TZ, and it will do UTC conversion automatically when your database changes. But I don't think it should change for us for datetime. If you've been using the latest branch, you should tell me it should work, but just let me know if you see any issues. I'm sure some people will have filed issues since last week. So that's the first thing. Second is Microsoft Data SQLite is on 6.0, which contains the SQL connection pooling the SQLite connection pooling. So it's pooling SQLite connections now. And I don't think we've seen that last week because it didn't work or it was not merged, but if I go to benchmarks, for MVC, where Orchard is one of them, and it's running the About page on SQLite, and you can see that on both Windows and Linux, from around 5,000 requests per second to 16,000 requests per second, and also the latency went down. I'm not sure this is a correct number for latency because it's like in 2 seconds, which is usually actually 2 milliseconds. So I have to check this number, but this thing is real. So like 15,000 requests per second. No caching, just the SQLite connection is now put. You will obviously see the difference when there is a lot of load. I don't think you will notice anything when there is a single connection. Maybe it will still prevent some file access. I don't know. You will tell us. But that's a big change. All user metrics are caused by this change. Like, yes, there is more allocations because there are more requests in 1 second. So there is more allocation during those 1 second. So there is nothing else to be seen here. That's good. So that's good. This one, however, now that I think about it, so this one is going down to 0. Like maybe it's completely broken actually because of NP 6. However, we have functional tests, so it should have code that. Or maybe nobody tried. Okay, I will have to check that. Maybe there is a migration to do to change a colon tag. Maybe that's the reason actually. Interesting. I will check. .NET 6 documentation templates update by Antoine. Also, the Docker images I think are now using 6.0 by default. Fix ValueTask usage. So yeah, ValueTask should not be cached. So here it was cached. My bad. I was doing that in some project and didn't did it too, or maybe I did that. I don't remember. No, he did this one, and we talked about that a few weeks ago, and we know it was wrong. So he remembered this usage, so he fixed that. Here, what's interesting is that because of the arrow operator, it's executing this piece of code every time you access null. So this is actually returning a new value task every time you access the .null property. That's the idea. Removing all usage of display drivers and handlers. We have some things that we refactored to use the options instead of DI, with a note that we should remove it on the next release. So it's done. Nobody should already use that because I think there were some messages, probably. Yeah, there is some logging saying you should not use that. Use the other way. You see, warning. So the migration is very simple, just for perf. So we don't use a DI when we don't need to use a DI. Update package dependencies. Trembleweed, Bootstrap, or is that package lock v2? Not just that. Okay.
Update the dependencies and I'll rebuild.
Okay. SourceLink.GitHub 1.1.1. I think we were on 1.0.0 before.
Yes.
Yep. I don't know what's new, but it's fixing some issues we didn't have, but they are good. VS 2019 is not supported because we use .NET 6. You can use free versions of Visual Studio 2022 if you want. YesSql update, fixing RTL HTML editors because Mismatch with the languages? Or no, the model has changed for TurboWig? Okay, so some changes in TurboWig broke the thing. Okay, pin down. Before, so new contributor, what's the name? I don't remember. Dan. Fixing some JavaScript in the media UI, which was loading too many times, the folder said. There was an issue with how to generate these files, so apparently managed to do that. And Cypress 9.0. And nothing new since this morning, since that. Okay, so we merged them. Cool. Antoine left, Antoine is back. Questions? Has anyone tried the .NET 6 version? Probably Antoine. Nothing else of interest here. Probably NPT-SQL is broken because of me. I didn't try that. I thought the functional test would catch it, but no. We can do a manual run of all database. Actually, that might be the reason it will tell us. I think that's it. Any topics? Okay. Questions, comments? Oh, I have something. Hacker News. I saw that yesterday. Argument. Well, argument. Oh crap. Is it not called argument? There was an article on Hacker News. .cosmos.db. I want argument. What is the name of the new attribute? Color argument. Oh, I saw that color. Oh, okay. It was there. This one. So this one on the top page yesterday. You see 2 days ago. And if you click there, so lots of things, but this is still the link here. Super fast. Super fast. This is Orchard. I was glad to see a blog post on the old Weblogs ASP.NET, and also it's still super fast on Hacker News. I was clicking and very snappy, even though there's lots of content. Beautiful. So just mentioning that there was an Orchard website on the top page of Hacker News. Top 10, I think. And still, hitting us in terms of perf. F5, boom. Well, this is HTTP3, interesting because IIS. And then where is the home page? Where is the home page? This one, HTTP1. Tell me how long it took. "60 milliseconds. Beautiful. Beautiful. Super fast. Good. I think that's it. Shouldn't have any more questions. All good. Then, thanks everyone. See you next week. Gabor, I owe you 2 videos. Sorry. I
Okay, no problem.
think once about it. And yeah, See you next week or on Thursday for the triage. Bye-bye.